What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm just gonna hop right into it today. We are finally starting to work on the Z motor. It has been quite some time because I've been super busy with work and just other things outside of work. But now is the time I can finally start wrenching on this thing. And the goal for this week is to break down the cylinder heads, get them prepped and ready to be washed and reassembled later in the week. And just to give you guys a quick backstory on why I'm deciding to take on this challenge myself. Just the other day, my buddy was like, hey, why don't you just refresh the heads yourself? Which, once again, I am new to all of this, so I didn't know that I could refresh the heads myself. So he's like, yeah, just do it yourself so you don't have to send it to the machine shop. You can lap the valves, redo all the valve seals. I'm like, sure, why not? You know, for multiple reasons. One, I can learn the whole process so I can always do this on my own instead of sending it off to someone. Two, I can show you guys my whole journey on learning this whole process. And three, saves me a lot of money on going to the machine shop. And if I can save money on this build and just learn to do things myself, I will definitely take that route every time. And I am super excited to show you guys this whole journey. You know, I'm kind of knowledgeable, but I still have so much more to learn. And here is the first step right here, tearing down the cylinder heads. So the goal for this week is to tear them down, get them prepped and ready to be washed and then reassembled by the end of the week. And I already have one torn down right here. I have everything laid out and labeled. It actually wasn't that hard to disassemble it. My guy Herb, the other dude I work with at work, he actually just turned 87 today. Just want to mention that to you guys. So happy birthday to Herb. This dude is an absolute legend. He served in the Army. He went to Vietnam. He also was a professional racer, raced at Fuji Speedway, which is really sick. You know, I love Japan. And so to hear all those stories that when he went there is so cool to hear. But with that being said, I did actually film the whole process of him walking me through everything. So I will be dropping that in right now, and then after I will be tearing down this last one and we will go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this raw footage of just me and him talking back and forth and him walking me through everything.
Now you want to take these two out because those are the transducers that feed your ignition. Mm-hmm. So you want to take those out and very carefully protect them so you don't have to replace them.
Gotcha. You want me to do that first before taking the cams out?
Yes. Mark it when you take it out of there.
I'll grab a marker.
The reason you want to do that is because if you don't, and you put them in backwards, your poor friggin' car is not going to know what to do, whether to shit or go blind.
Yeah.
All right, pull that out. Now, when you take these out, what you want to do is just loosen it up
a little bit
at a time.
Yeah.
And let it, so you don't bend the cams.
Then do I move to this one or do
I go this, 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 this.
Pretty cool.
Let me see the cam. See what it looks like. That's good. That one's good. That one's good. Oh, they are really. That one's a little rough, but not bad.
The cam low?
Yeah, but that's all right. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Okay.
It won't affect it.
Cam's good.
First time working on a Japanese car? No.
I took Toyota's two-cylinder air-cooled engine for their sports car.
Yeah.
And by the time I got done with it, it was a 50 horse, I think, to start with. By the time I was done with it, it dynoed at 105 horsepower.
Woo! Has some pep in her step. Has some pep in its step.
Yeah, the factory boys let me beat them at Fuji twice before they hired me. They couldn't figure out why I made that thing go so fast. Oh, those look nice. Nice. Hamilton, I am getting my hands dirty again. Why is that?
You're the one to decide to grab the can.
Well, I need to feel it. I told you I'm a touchy-feely guy. I gotta feel things.
That's fair.
I've always been that way. Well, that's what you pick up with your sensor. That's what gets you behind.
Okay. That's cool.
That's a good one. Now, let's see how clean these are. All right. These you need to number.
I do? Okay. So clean them off first.
Well, I'll tell you why we need to number them. See, the distance between that and the valve is determined by this, okay?
Gotcha.
And since there's no hydraulic lifters in this, these have got to be a particular dimension, otherwise you burn your valves.
Gotcha.
So if we lap those valves, we may have to,
Adjust these.
well, we might have to get, you might have to buy the whole thing
Oh,
with
really?
a particular clearance in it, but we'll need these to put in
To see.
to see, and we'll check the
Clearance.
clearance in them. Okay. All right, mark those. Now, what we've got to do, there's two ways of getting those out at this point. One is we take a tall socket that is about the diameter of this, so we can center it in there, and we give it a good swat with a hammer, and that pops the thing out.
Okay.
The other thing we can do is to use a,
Valve spring compressor tool.
yes, but the only problem is those are so far in there,
Yours won't work.
mine won't work for it because, again, mine is for old cars.
Yeah.
So I think what we're going to try is the El Papo method. Where's my hammer? There we go. Now this is not guaranteed to always work. What size is this?
17.
Yep, there it is.
Whoa.
Now, that's all got to be in the same,
Spot, same position.
yeah, now put it with the, let me get the other,
Half moon.
yeah, put it with my magnet. There it is. All right, where'd it go?
Oh, smooth move. Charlie Brown. That's good.
I agree.
Yes. I'll give it a shot.
Okay, take this one. That did it.
Ah! Right on top, both of them.
Okay. The only problem is you broke the valve off.
Did I? Oh. Gave me a heart attack for a second. Jeez.
Now, I will tell you this, but here's the one valve that we've got out already. So make sure you keep it, because those valves need to be together. Now, make sure when you do this, that A, you keep the valves
Together in order.
in order, and this is the front of the engine, so
Correct.
you started at the
Back.
back?
Yeah, I'm putting it back there.
Okay. All right, you know how to do it now, right? I suppose I gotta leave my magnet for you too.
And I have another magnet here.
You have one with a head this size?
The adjustable one.
The adjustable one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good, because that you could get into these things. Okay.
So how long do you think it'd take me to refresh these heads and put the motor back together?
Well, I don't know. If I was doing it a first time, I would probably take a solid week, 8 hours a day, to put a motor I wasn't familiar with together again.
Gotcha.
However, I can tell you that once you get familiar with them, it's a whole different story. I can do one of these 6-cylinder rolls. I can take it out, tear it down in an 8-hour day. I can put it back together in about 12 hours.
Wow.
And the good part about that is the flat rate for that is about 60 hours.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that little segment with Herb. That dude is amazing. I love working with him. It's so awesome when I can just sit down with him and he just points at things, tells me to do it. That's the best way for me to learn personally. And I just love every single moment of it. And right before he left, because he went home for the night, he gave me one of these. It is a tool to help me lap the valves. He just has to pick up some compound, I believe that's what he called it, to lap the valves itself. He literally has like every tool you would ever need because he's been working on cars since he was 14. And like I said, he's 87 today. He's been working on cars like the Bentley, the Ferrari Dino. I mean, like the Bentleys are his bread and butter. Here we have, oh, real quick, we got the S3 finally finished. She is back in the showroom after being in the shop since February. I am so stoked that this car is done. Right now we are in our busy season, getting all of these cars ready to go because we have a big event coming up. Can't say much about it, but we're getting everything into the shop for service, daily, not daily, but yearly maintenance. All the cars over here are all done. We got the Ferrari Testarossa 458 Speciale, which is my favorite, the Ford GT, which is my second favorite, and then we have the beautiful Ferrari 488 Pista Spider. This thing is absolutely gorgeous, but I love this lineup. I keep all the new Edge stuff over here, and I will be moving our 993 Porsche over here as well, and need to do something with the Bentley Azure. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but it will go somewhere else because I want our R-Type, our S1, our S3, and our Bentley Mark 6 to all be lined up. And then we have our beautiful DB5 coming back tomorrow. It is sitting at the San Diego Automotive Museum. It's been there for a couple months now, but it's finally time for her to come home. So she can be next to her sister, the Mercedes SL300, and our beautiful 1964 911 Porsche. But now back to the Z. We need to get this last head torn down and finally put on the shelf so I can start washing it. So let's just get into it right now. All right, I get the cylinder head torn down, and after I inspected it, I saw no damage done to it at all. The cams were fine, the valves are fine, everything on the cylinder head is fine, but it is filthy. It is so dirty. I am so happy I have a parts washer. This is gonna make the process so much faster on cleaning everything. Same with this one, it is really dirty as well. So, I mean, just all this stuff is dirty, grimy. I can't wait to clean it all because I love the after effect of how nice and neat everything looks. But I also have everything organized. As you can see, I have everything labeled so I don't, misplace something or move it somewhere that's not supposed to be. Same with these as well. Everything's bagged up, ready to go. So when it's time to put it back together, I know where everything is at. I'm also really stoked on being able to tear all this stuff down and having her help me with this. And I look forward to showing you guys more of this process. But I'm going to end the video right here. Stay tuned for the next video because I will be washing the heads and then reassembling them. Because like I said in the beginning of the video, I have all the parts right here, all the top end parts, so we are good to go. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave the video right here. I hope you guys liked it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.